this is Zetter, and today I am going to start it all off by doing a backstory explanation. Remember, after watching this video, to write a comment of whose backstory to explain, a top 10 idea or a character rivalry match, or all three. The character I have chosen today is my favorite character of all time, Deathstroke. So let's get started. Slade Wilson, also known as Deathstroke, had his first ever appearance was in the comic Teen Titans issue 2 in 1980. Originally called Deathstroke the Terminator, the name was changed due to the upcoming movie The Terminator, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, to prevent any confusion between the two. Deathstroke was originally a U.S. military soldier. He was too young to join the army at the age of 16, but convinced them by lying his age to join. After joining, he showed his immense skills in combat, tactics and aim. He would then be promoted over and over to the top high rankings after showing his superiority over the other candidates. This soon grabbed the attention of Adeline Kane, an instructor. He trained and quickly impressed with his excellent talents and skills. A few years later, Slade Wilson married Adeline and had their very first son, Grant Wilson. The U.S. Army then said they needed him for an experiment to fight against the enemy's truth serum. However, they had lied to Adeline, and the experiment was actually to make a super soldier. Slade's body reacted terribly to the serum, making him constantly aggressive and vicious. He had to be then kept under containment for a few days. News had come up that Adeline had a second son, Joseph Wilson. It was later found out that the serum had actually worked, giving him enhanced strength, speed, intelligence and much more. After being released, he became a professional hunter to fill a hole he felt inside himself. He then found out his friend Wintergreen was sent on a suicide mission by the U.S. Army and was captured as a hostage by the enemy. The U.S. then denied Slade to try to rescue his friend. He then decided to go on the mission anyway without the military knowing, and took the persona of Deathstroke. In the end, he saved his lifelong friend Wintergreen, but was discharged from the army for disobeying orders. Deathstroke then took the job as a mercenary, gun for hire. After a contract, he returned home to find Adeline pointing a gun to his head. She was extremely angry that he had took the persona of a killer, and lied to her many times, and for what he did not long ago. His second son, Joseph, had been captured and placed hostage until Deathstroke told his son's captivator, who hired him to kill the man's business partner. Deathstroke refused, saying his word is his bond, resulting in his son's neck slit and him dying. Adeline shot him in the attempt to kill him, but due to his healing factor he only lost his right eye. Deathstroke then carried on his work and is the badass Deathstroke we all know today. His son Grant took the identity of Ravage and gained the same powers as his father from a villain organization called Hive. He went on to try to kill the Teen Titans, but this ended in his death, causing Deathstroke to break down and do brutal and limitless things like slaughtering hundreds of people. This is where his comic book story starts, with the first comic he appeared in, which I said at the start of the backstory explanation. Other powers that make Deathstroke the brutal mercenary we know today is that he can think 9 times faster than any other human, making him very strategical in battle and able to outsmart his opponent. Along with that, you have all his skills, enhancements and talents. You get the very powerful Deathstroke. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe. You've been watching Zetter.